Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we continue on in Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll run here with Ballage, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at their 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Lock gonna throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Here we go. Protein spill and Lobo.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, exit.
55.
On first and 10, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 24.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Locked to throw on third and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an
you start doing that shit, bro.
2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert.
I will take my
on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
I don't mind if you fucking blitz. I do mind how it's used.
Keeping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run them.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
You run the same play 3 times in a row, bro. I'm really
fucking
quick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd and 9, Locke looking deep downfield.
Oh my God,
dude.
dude.
At the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play there for Denver. 66 yards. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley.
Oh my God, dude.
Here, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, Lindsey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for first down.
Getting bailed out and bailed out.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Block working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. There's still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
You must get tired of seeing me.
They run it with Balaj. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, McSorley. It's complete to Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McSorley, 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back are in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. McSorley once more looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's McSorley to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He sets to fire deep. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Who draw Corker?
Watch it. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think that they're a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Go out.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again.
Dude, ain't nobody can get up the block.
2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
McSorley sets to pass. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Returnable for Grant. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Because he's using a safety, I should be able to fucking do whatever I want underneath, and nothing comes open underneath.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Big stop, let's go.
3rd down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. Throw left side, complete. That's Hodges. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Set. 10-2 stop.
It's out of time. It's out of time.
Hey, echo. Step.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. It's Williams on the catch. A Miami 1st down to the 14-yard pickup.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Quickstone, travel.
Check 31, check 31.
Get it.
Again, it's Balaj. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And that'll be incomplete.
But okay.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Oh, man, I do not want to.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Bro, before the thing is over.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McSorley. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Hey, Charlie.
Check nickel. That's all right.
Topper.
Watch the safety creep.
Hurry.
Get wide.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss.
Oh, you did a flipping that time, bro.
Instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I think you're so fucking good, bro. You really ain't shit without doing the same fucking TV shit.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a give right side. Moss. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
55.
Now to the air. Lock. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. McSorley from the shotgun. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
That's the same fucking formation, bro.
They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win
over and over again, bro.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
45, Mike, 45. Record.
To throw again on second down. McSorley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now McSorley. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Fucking wrong, dude.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
They're down
it's picked
attention.
up by the Broncos. The 40, 30, the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one.